I'm going to pick, the chapter I've picked is longer than I thought it was. So bear with me. If you get bored, just wave at me or heckle or throw things. I am a better writer than I am a reader. So if I stumble over the odd word or two, it's one because I'm nervous and two because I can't read very well. Okay, we join this here at chapter 5. And if memory serves me right, Alannah, who's gone to a manor house, she's been called to the manor house, a haunted manor house, by the Earl of Pittingham. It's Pittingham Manor. And she has come here unbeknown to the Earl, because she comes to visit the houses unannounced, because she likes to A, get rid of the ghosts, and B, steal the treasure that they are normally hoarding. She steals the treasure so she can then sell it on eBay or on the black market to fund her pursuit of her parents, hopefully to find them. So she's arrived at the manor house, she's broken in, having battled with hyenas and with ghosts holding guns, okay? So she's got that far so far. She's now met a new entity altogether, which is one of the angels. This is an angel called Fly Swift, and her troopers, Yell and Gloom. Now I'm not sure that Yell and Gloom feature in chapter 5, but Fly certainly does. So that's where we join Alannah. And I think from memory, I'm looking at the page before, Alannah and Fly have just been stuck to the top of the ceiling by gargoyles who are spinning like web type thing from their fingers. Okay, so you've got the picture, yeah? Who's pinned to the ceiling could only gaze down at the gang of new arrivals with a mixture of repulsion and awe. They were like nothing she had seen before. These entities have made no effort to take human form. Instead, they have moulded their semi-frozen plasma skins into the shape of gargoyles, and each one was different. The largest wore the folded wings of a demon. Another had thick stalactite fangs that dropped as far as its knees. Others displayed pointed ears, hooked noses and hairy witches' chins. Together, they looked like a gang of goblin pirates and were as close to pure evil as Alannah had ever encountered, with a dark power that was straining to be unleashed. Alannah had no intention of being anywhere near when it broke free. "Does your weapon work on these ugly things?" she whispered to the female entity, strapped to the ceiling beside her. "They're gargoyles," whispered Fly, "and of course my weapon works on them. It's designed to reduce malevolent soldiers to slush. Without their plasma skins, they're harmless. The blaster doesn't kill them, it just sends them packing back to the dark dimension." Gargoyles? Malevolent soldiers? Alannah sounded curious. "Yeah, demons from the dark dimension. They're our enemy," Fly reluctantly explained. "But don't ask me anything else, I've told you too much already." It was incredible. Alannah had just discovered a whole new breed of creature she could exploit. She'd hit the jackpot. But before she could cash it in, she first had to escape. And to do that, she needed the little female's help. "How about I cut you loose and you show me what those guns of yours can do?" Fly smiled thinly. "It'll be my pleasure." Sparks of white light fired across Alannah's skin, only this time not just from her fingertips. Light erupted from every pore, engulfing her body and burning through the sticky bindings in seconds. She severed Fly's restraints with a brief blast of fire, and together they dropped to the floor, landing bang in the middle of the gang of spitting demons. Bullseye. "You take the ugly ones," Alannah instructed. "They're all ugly," Fly pointed out. "Then shoot them all." Fly, you meant to laugh then. Fly needed no further encouragement and pumped a round of Evanescent ectobolts into the nearest demon. It vanished in a cloud of hissing steam as searing heat reduced its softly frozen plasma suit to a pool of boiling gloop. Naked and exposed, its malevolent energy spun into a whirling cloud of gas that danced defiantly before retreating through the floorboards, as if being sucked underground by a vacuum cleaner. Snakes of icy plasma surged towards Fly, as 3 more gargoyles launched an all-out attack. Alannah hit them with forks of white light, and they exploded into a million hissing droplets of mush. "Nice shooting, Fleshy," gasped Fly. "Will you stop calling me Fleshy?" Alannah growled, pointing her fingers at another demon. "My name's Alannah." I'll just break and explain, I should have told you. Fleshy is what the angels call us humans, covered in flesh. Yeah. But Fly wasn't listening. Teaming up with the fleshy girl had been fun, but she'd taken her eye off the ball and forgotten about her primary responsibility, Yell and Gloom. She had assumed they were safely tucked away, hiding somewhere secure, only they weren't, and now a gargoyle had sniffed them out. "Get off!" squealed Yell. He smashed the barrel of his ectoblaster against the razor-taloned claw that swiped only millimetres from his face. "Eek, that was close." "Hold on there," Fly yelled, in fact. She flapped her wings and swooped towards the attacking demon. Before the gargoyle even sensed the little angel approaching, she rammed the soles of her combat boots into the back of its skull. Wallop! The gargoyle collapsed, unconscious. I thought we were dead, admitted Gloom. Not on my watch, Fly reassured him. Now find somewhere more secure and power up your blasters. If a gargoyle gets close, give it both barrels. The troopers both nodded obediently. Yes, ma'am. Now we break there, and there's 4 more chapters to the end, 4 more pages to the end. Shall I stop or jump more?
No.
Oh. I mean, oh, okay, yeah. Right, Alannah was having a great time. The remaining demons were fast moving and really tested her aim. She was finding them hard to hit. The sparks from her fingertips were ricocheting off the walls, leaving scorch marks everywhere. This was getting messy. Finally, she had one of the demons in her sights. She watched it scuttle across the ceiling, tracing its journey with a glowing fingertip. She was about to fire off a flare when a familiar voice coughed from across the room. When you finish playing with ghosts, I could do with a little help. Wortley. In all the panic, Alannah had forgotten about her best friend, and now it was too late. He was already wrapped tight in a spider's meal and stuck to the wall just below the ceiling, with one of the gargoyle demons standing guard. Oh, you would have said more, wouldn't you? At this point, the gargoyles start to speak, and they speak in a lisp.